What's up, YouTube? Got no viewers now, but I don't know, man. You better make this poppin'.
Up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Orlando, Vucevic is out there with Moniunas. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. Vucevic with the bucket.
Just a major size difference between the defenders and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now here's King.
The ball sticking too much.
The feed to Love.
Bang.
Misses the 3.
Love.
It's been a quick start for Orlando. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
Payton can't get it to go.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Orlando, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Vucevic.
That's the wall.
Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Smith kicks to Dallenberg. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Here's Orlando now. Payton outside. He dishes it to Fournier. Moniunas, a screen on Smith. Fournier pass to Moniunas. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 11, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Vucevic has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Scott Skiles. I asked him what he said to his guys in the locker room, and he said, I told them the only way we can lose is if we beat ourselves. There's no way that if we play our game, there will be any other result. Certainly a lot of confidence in that pep talk, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Payton following the basket by Freak. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Roberson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Chalmers comes in for King. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. James outside. Passes to Roberson. Feeds it to Chalmers.
Why we better have a lead.
The Magic trail by 3. This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the 2nd. Sessions out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Moniunas. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. For 3, Fournier. That is good. Fournier's got the opening field goal of the 2nd quarter for Orlando. King outside. Screen by Dallenberg. And King, here we go. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Now here's Vucevic. To the inside. Fournier dishes to Sessions. Moniunas has the open look. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And Roberson kicks the Freak. It's hauled in by Gordon. Orlando trailing here. Dishes it to Sessions. Doubled by King. Over to the wing. Here's Vucevic. The shot is off. LeBron with some nice D. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the 2nd quarter. King outside. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And it's 9 points for Freak.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch. He did it perfectly.
Here's Sessions. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
King. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Let's take a look at some numbers in this one for Freak.
Yeah,
9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Mills, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Orlando. And so he makes both from the line. The Magic trail by 7. And Sessions kicks to Fournier. To the paint. Here's Baines. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Fournier passes to Baines. Gordon dishes to Moniunas. Shot from 12. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. James kicks to Mills. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. D'Alembert with a screen on Sessions. King outside. And the 3 off target. For Orlando, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Fournier passes to Sessions. Over to the wing. Here's Fournier, who's guarded by King, and the foul called on Freak. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cleveland ahead, up by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nick, a competitive battle out here for you tonight. What's been the mindset for you and this team during the first half?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. And we just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen again.
Nick, thank you. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
Hey guys, let's settle down for a minute and talk about that first half. I don't need to tell you how important the rest of this game is, so listen close. The first thing I've got to do is give a little tip of the cap to our bench guys. You really answered the bell when we called on you. Those were important points we got from you fellas. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. We've got a very clear job to do and only one half to do it. This is playoff basketball. I want everything you got.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Final as we get things started once again. Freak really making a difference here.
You know, some guys just love the big stage, and so far tonight, he's been the difference.
Yeah, he has been. You never know how the role players are going to respond to big game pressure. He's showing us what direction he goes in. Straight north.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. D'Alembert's out there with Kevin Love, and it's King at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Clock at 4. Out to Smith. The three. And good on the basket. Hook it. Smith's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Cavs. The Magic trail by 6. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He ended with 25 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. That was a fantastic game from him in a big win in Game 4. Let's see in Game 5 if he can continue.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kev.
Yo, what's up, one viewer?
A very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Here's Vucevic. J.R. Smith making his last shot. And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. The dish to Payton. Shot off the screen. That one a little long.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Here's Fournier, picked by Vucevic. They need this. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Fournier. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
Yo, Darrell, call me.
Dalembert sets a screen for Freak. Lots of room.
Bang.
Cleveland the rebound. James. The baseline J off the mark.
Huh?
Know what kind of
Yo, Durrell, call me.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Sessions checked in for Elfrid Payton. The Magic have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. And that one falls for Fournier. The Cavaliers leading by 4. King outside. Uncovered. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Here's Fournier. 9 points in the game so far. To the inside. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 4 in the basket for Moniunas.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Now here's King. He's got 15. D'Alembert with the screen on Sessions. And it's Freak missing.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Sessions against King. Sessions dishes to Gordon. He kicks it to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. This one for 3. Rebound by Smith. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Freak kicks to Smith. To the middle. Here's Love. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Now here's Sessions. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
He feeds it to Vucevic. Love against Moniunas. Count that one. And now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now here's James. King, the best. LeBron dishes to Love. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Cleveland?
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Looking at who's out there. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And so in the game for the Magic, Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Aaron Baines out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Mahinmi in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
That one drops. He ties it up. Well, the Cavaliers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And King, here we go.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Five to shoot. 18 feet out. And right on target. Good. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 14-6 run. Payton drives in. Baines. Love grabs the board. Love's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's LeBron. And again, it's Cleveland.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside Gordon. Payton with a screen on LeBron. There's a screen. Gordon kicks to Oladipo. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Love. King with it. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Now here's Love. And the dunk by James.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. A different look now for Cleveland. Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Love. And Smith subbed in for Roberson. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Aaron Baines. And Moniunas subbed in for Ian Mahinmi. The Magic trail by 6. Payton kicks to Vucevic. Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. Down low. And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Vucevic.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Love checked in for Cleveland. And a switcher also for Orlando. Fournier is checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Payton dishes to Vucevic. Lets it go from 14. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Cleveland moving it around. And a wide open look for Freak. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 20 points for Freak.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need.
Now here's Vucevic, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Man, did they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
Well, unless they alter the defense on him, I mean, he should be the guy they go to. His height gives him a huge edge the way they're playing him now, so keep going to it until the defense adjusts.
Moniunas, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The shot's good from Smith.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Assist goes to Elfrid Payton. Cavaliers timeout.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Cleveland leading by 5. Love with the screen on Payton. Freak kicks to Love. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott said. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Fournier passes to Payton. Back to Vucevic. Payton against King. Picked by Vucevic. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
It's intercepted.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
LeBron outside, just 5 on the clock. Dalembert sets a screen for LeBron. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. .124 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's King. The shot no good. Good D by Payton. On the wing, Gordon. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 4 assists now tonight.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Now here's King. LeBron James on the wing, defended by Gordon.
Good. Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
.55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Payton dishes to Vucevic. Here's Moniunas. No good with the triple.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, and really ill afford to have those types of opportunities. You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Payton kicks to Fournier. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Here's Payton. The Magic again can't hit. And now they foul and stop the clock. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though.
Samuel Delaware. 2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. And here is Moniunas. They grab their own miss. There's the 3. Off the mark. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Just gigantic, you're right. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what allowed this team to stay so focused and ultimately get this huge win here tonight?
I think it's just everything we've been through in the postseason. We've been down. We withstand rallies. And, you know, the good thing about it, when they score, we didn't get our head down. We just got back on offense and started to execute. So it's a great team that we're going against. So we're going to need every effort, every play. And it's going to take all the way down to those zeros on that clock to get a win.
Experience is a great teacher, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Is that my boom boom? Come here.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love. What do you think, Shaq?
Without his leadership and his spectacular play tonight, they wouldn't be holding the lead in this series. The bottom line is they are now in the driver's seat. Looking very good and going forward, like me and my convertible.
How much would every team like to have a big man who's able to do the things that Kevin Love does? He can play close to the bucket. He can spot up from long range, pass, drive the lane, rebound, you name it. I'm glad he didn't hold back tonight. He let it all hang out.
And thanks for watching tonight's coverage of the NBA Conference Finals, and there's more coming your way. For Shaq, for Kenny, Ernie Johnson. See you later, everybody.
If he was pregnant, I would let him sit down. There was nothing wrong with that nigga. He had a king. He had a whole bunch of support.
some cheese in that burger and fat, nigga. Put some cheese in that burger and fat, nigga. Put some cheese in that burger and fat.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson, happy to be here alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It is Game 6, folks, and a place in the NBA Finals may be earned by the end of this contest. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, Game 5, a road loss, and now they look to take care of business in front of the home folks. We'll see if they have enough left to get it done. They're going to be trying to fight off elimination in this one with a trip to the finals at stake. Kenny, how do you see home court and the crowd factoring into it?
Well, history shows us, Ernie, it's very hard to eliminate a team on their home floor. So this is going to be no different tonight. And if they don't play like this is their last game, it will be their last game.
And fatigue will not be much of a factor. This team is clearly pumped up right now. Look at this arena. Everybody's going crazy. These guys know they can win, but I think it's important, Ernie, Kenny, that they push the pace and establish the tempo very, very early.
How much can you quantify, Kenny, how much of a difference playing at home does with the home crowd? What's that worth to a team?
That sixth man is really there. And when they're on the court with you, you have the ability to kind of supersede things that you superhumanly could not do before. They give you an adrenaline rush that Shaquille O'Neal understands and will take you to newer heights.
Especially when I was at home eating my bread, my sandwich, my mayo, and my Shaq soda.
What kind of a sandwich was that?
Turkey and cheese. I'm a simple guy, Ernie.
There's a line there, but I won't go. The game is just around the corner.
With the low-fat mayo, of course.
We are winding down these Eastern Conference Finals. We can see the end of the tunnel from here. Game 6. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Orlando Magic. Taking a look at Orlando, it's a win or stay home as they look to keep their raucous crowd to help propel them to a final Game 7 on enemy ground.
Yeah, and despite being in that 3-2 hole, they've got reason to feel confident coming into this game. I mean, this building is charged up, and I'm not sure these fans will let them lose tonight.
Well, it is truly a fantastic atmosphere, no doubt about that. All signs point to a Game 7, but that's if they can keep their composure. I mean, they can't get caught up looking ahead to that 7th game.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Dalembert, and it's King at the point. Now, here's Vucevic. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And he gets the bucket.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Payton dishes to Oladipo. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. Clock at 6. Oladipo against King. Cavaliers with the rebound. They won their last game Monday night.
And we've seen them play better games than that one, but still, they were... And that's not a Petty or a Manny, folks. That's a facial. That's up right there. This guy is always bringing the noise.
Is there anybody, Greg, in the game that enjoys attacking the basket more?
Only him.
Yeah.
Nobody that I can think of. That's part of what makes him go.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Smith against Oladipo. Doubled by King. Here's Monty Yunus. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Smith the pass to James. And stolen by Payton. And now Orlando on the break. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. The big dunk at the end of the break.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Payton, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Freak kicks to Dallenberg. LeBron outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Free throw good, LeBron. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for King. And he makes the first, but misses the second. The Magic trail by 3. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A wide open look here for Oladipo. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And Chalmers kicks to Love. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time. Love's got his first bucket in this one. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Fournier, that's for 2. And Dallenberg pulls it down.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Out to the wing for 3, Fournier. Rebound by Smith. The Cavaliers leading by 4. James outside. .152 left in the first. Can't hit from 12. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
When I had a chance to speak with Coach Scott Skiles, I asked him if he thinks they'll be able to muster the energy and effort it takes to win 2 straight elimination games. He said, sure, but we're not going to win 2 games at once. We can't think about Game 7 yet. We have to win this one first. Pretty smart advice, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Payton against Chalmers. Motiejunas a screen on Chalmers. Payton dishes to Motiejunas. Fournier for three, and he gets it to go. Fournier's got his first 3 points of the game.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to get.
In the corner, Smith with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Magic have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Back to Oladipo. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Oladipo's got his second bucket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will.
Yo, what is that? Sorry, that's my fault. I have been up for more than 12 hours, so I'm sleepy. I don't know. In the bathroom? Yeah. Yep.
Dead, no one
yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
Peace out.